What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share with you 5 tips on how you can burn fat faster. You can't burn fat fast, but you can do some things that are gonna help you burn it faster. So let me share my top 5 tips. Make sure you watch this video all the way to the end because these are literally the top 5. I didn't put any fluff in here. I didn't just make up tips to give a juicier number, like 10 tips or something. Like literally did 5 tips. I don't know what else would work. I really thought about it. So let's kick it off with tip number 1, which is to do resistance training. Doing resistance training is going to help you build muscle. When you have more muscle in your body, it's going to require more calories just to maintain your body. So that means if you're on the shorter side and you can only eat a certain amount of calories, because a lot of times a struggle for shorter people is because you're smaller, you require less calories. If you want to change that about yourself, do more resistance training, add more muscle to your body, and then your metabolism will speed up, and muscle weighs more than fat. So like I said, even if you're like the same size, but it ends up being muscle, not fat, you're gonna be burning way more calories than if you were just filled with fat, if that makes sense. I do have a video on how you can build more muscle and some high protein ideas, so I'll link that in the description below if you guys want to check that video out after this one. But that moves us on to tip number 2, which is to stay active. Trying to get your steps up and making sure you're not just sitting around all day is really important. I noticed this more when I first started working at a desk, that I was sitting so much more, and I noticed some weight gain. So then I started making an effort to get my steps in by taking walks in the morning, walks at night, or even walks on my lunch break. Whenever I could fit it in, I was walking. I even, at my last apartment, had a treadmill where I could just walk and work on my laptop for hours. Now, I would probably end up doing 65 minutes at a time because then my legs start to feel a little bit tired and I want to take a break. But you guys can wear something like an Apple Watch or a Fitbit to help you be more mindful of how many steps you're getting in. I also think the iPhone has a feature where if you leave it in your pocket and walk around with it, it will also track your steps. So trying to get anywhere from 10 to 14K steps a day is awesome. Just increasing your overall activity on top of the lifting that you're doing in the gym is going to seriously just help you overall maintain a lower weight because you're just moving around more, which means you're burning more calories. This brings me to tip number 3, which is to increase your nutrient-dense foods. So veggies, kale, salmon, foods that are going to have the nutrients that you need. Not only do we need calories, we need a certain amount of nutrients to have optimal health. So even if you are tracking your macros and you're eating 2,000 calories of junk like bread and candy and just none of the good stuff, it's not going to be as easy for you to lose weight as if you were just to be eating more of those nutrient-dense foods. So even if you are hitting your macros and hitting your calories, if you're not getting your nutrients in, you're still starving yourself of nutrients. So tip number 4 is going to be to use an app to plan out what you're going to eat. I recommend my clients use MyFitnessPal. Some clients use Lose It, but I'm not very familiar with it. Whatever works for you, just find an app where you can scan it easily. It'll keep your foods in there and make it easier for you to just easily fill it out over and over time again with your same foods. Something that's going to share the nutrients, carbs, fats, proteins all on your phone for you, and you can plan out your whole day. This is just going to help you be more prepared, and you don't even need to eat breakfast at the exact time that breakfast says breakfast, or lunch at the exact time that lunch is. And I'll tell you, that's gonna lead us into tip number 5, which is to utilize fasting. It doesn't hurt to just not eat if you're not hungry. And I know along with scheduling out your food, if you have meals planned and you're not hungry, you don't need to eat them, but you do want to prioritize your protein, but you can hear that in the other video. So, you know, if you aren't feeling like eating, some days that happens to me, make sure you have your protein shakes. That is what is important. Just drink that, get it down, because you want to keep getting your protein. Like I said, watch that video at the end. But those are the 5 tips that I have right there, especially with fasting. If you guys are going out for drinks, food with people, and you want to save room, try fasting. Have some protein shakes, high protein meals throughout the day, and save your carbs and fats for when you're out with your friends. So those right there are my 5 tips to help yourself burn fat faster, which is going to be resistance training, staying active, increasing your amount of nutrient-dense foods, using an app to plan things out, and trying to fast. But obviously, don't starve yourself. please, if you don't know what fasting means, look it up so you know the appropriate. I mean, maybe some people are gonna be like, that's starving yourself, but I don't think it is. Tomato, tomato. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you found it insightful. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really supports my channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss another Fitty Freckles video. Again, follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. And I'm not gonna finish this video yet. I just want to get those little tips out of the way and just ask you guys to do that because it's important. I also wanted to share that I'm still finishing up moving into my new apartment, and that is why the vlogs are just a little scarce right now. I will be going to Orange Theory. I will be vlogging more. I just seriously have had to take so much time to unpack, reorganize, and I'm still not even finished cleaning up and getting rid of some things at my other apartment. I also took this opportunity to really get rid of some clothes, and I still didn't even get rid of as many as I would have liked. So there's just so many things that I'm trying to get done, but I want to keep on my upload schedule, so I don't even know if this is gonna get up. But either way, it's Monday right now, and I filmed this. If it's not up right now, I'll just throw it up on Tuesday, and I'm sorry for lagging, but either way, you're still getting 2 videos this week, and that's always my goal right now. Subscribe. I'm going to try to post more. Also, if you guys haven't joined my membership, I also post videos on there. They're more like literally no editing, and it's just me like talking and just like kind of like video diaries if you're interested. So yeah, thanks for your support, and I'll see you guys in my next video.